Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno, the Meniere's Disease Warrior. How y'all doing? I am doing okay. I can't complain. Um, I decided to switch positions in my office. I think this one is probably a little better. See a little bit more of me. Light's better. You're not seeing, my guitar, my fishing boxes, and wherever else I have lying on the floor on the other side of the room. You see me, space shuttle flying, my granddaughter's pictures that she's colored for me. So it's probably a little bit more fun, friendly. The one thing I wanted to talk about, and it's something that really has to stop. And it's this thing where if something works for you, that's fantastic. And you should talk about it. Okay? But don't make the assertion that it's going to work for everybody or it's some sort of a cure. Because it's not. Okay? And and we've had a slew of these things over the last since like August. I mean, we had the TMJ guy, the carnivore diet lady. Um, there was another one with I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Um, I forget what it was, but he was telling oh, the parasite man who said it's a parasite, and in some cases, parasites maybe. I don't know. They really don't know what causes mania, so to assume parasite and take ivermectin, I don't know. It's a parasitic medicine, and then there's been a few more. And now we had a guy yesterday, um, because see this video I'm not going to apologize for. This is my opinion, okay? And I know the last one video I made a couple 2 weeks ago, I did apologize to that woman because I was totally off base. I was totally wrong. I shouldn't have done that to her. She's a very sweet woman. Um, her first name, I'll say her first name because she actually said something like that. You should say my name, Erin. Her first name was Erin, and she's a very nice woman, sweet lady. I really shouldn't have gone off the rails like I did. Um, you know, but there, if something works for somebody, that's great. Doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. Okay. Yesterday we had a guy post. Um, and this is what's bothered me. It's what bothered me since last night. Okay. I thought about this all night. And I actually ended up deleting the post. I deleted it because it was insulting to half the people in the group. You have 40,000 people in the group. 20,000 people are probably insulted because I'm sure half, if not maybe less or more, have had some sort of vestibular surgery, whether it's with Meniere's disease, whether it's, a VNS, the Labrynthectomy, which I had in 2019, or a shunt surgery, which I'm hoping to get at some point this year on my right side, and said, people are crazy. Why won't they try chiropractic before having a surgery? And it's the Western medicine is the worst, and this and that and the other thing. And I'm like, you lost me at crazy. Um, and the thing about chiropractic is it's not covered by insurance. It's not. Um, most insurances, I don't believe it's covered by Medicare, which I'm on, or Mass Health, which I'm on. It's not covered, and it's expensive. So that's a reason why a lot of people don't do it because of the money. We don't work. A lot of us don't work, so we can't afford that. You know, I mean, I saw a post of a woman asking, should I try chiropractor? I saw a chiropractor, and he quoted me $9,000 for the first 12 visits. What? And a lot of these chiropractors say they can cure you. They can't cure you. You have to keep going back for adjustments. That's how these chiropractic people make their money. Okay? It doesn't really cost them that much to go in and jam your bones into place or whatever. Okay? And some people have actually been harmed by these people. Okay? They're not real doctors per se. They don't go to medical school, they go to chiropractic school. Um, and and a lot of times they end up hurting you more than sometimes they end up hurting you more than they help you. I mean, I know my mother-in-law, two of my mother-in-law's friends. I think one was a relative actually became paralyzed because of chiropractors. So I don't really trust them. So I won't go do it. But you know what the thing is? I'm not telling you that you're crazy or that you shouldn't do it. If you feel comfortable going to a chiropractor and you think it's going to help you, because I do know people that it helps. Okay, my friend Kelly is one of them. She goes to chiropractor, helps her tremendously. That's great. I think that's wonderful. Okay, um, one of my best friends, Gina, she goes to chiropractor. That's great because I know it helps her, and I know it helps my friend Kelly, but it doesn't mean it's going to help me. And that's the same thing. So when you lump a bunch of people saying they're crazy, there are all kinds of different reasons why somebody isn't doing something. So don't be calling people crazy. Don't be insulting a whole group because it's not nice. We talked about this before. Insulting people. Why would you insult a whole group of people to get your point across? That's insane. Do yourself a favor. What you really should have said was, "Hey, I have good luck with chiropractor. You may want to try it. It's worked for me. It might help you. So maybe you might want to check it out." That's a lot better than saying, you know, people are crazy, Western medicine sucks, this sucks, that sucks, everything sucks, chiropractor is the only way. Because it's not the only way. Okay? There are other things, and everybody has their own different things that work for them. Okay? I take Zyrtec, and well, that's one of the reasons why I move things. I don't want you seeing my junk on the wall. I take Zyrtec every day. Seems to help me a lot. Makes me a little tired, which is kind of weird, but it helps me a lot. I do vitamin D3, and I also do vitamin B with the zinc. And I'm why I'm looking up a pointing. And those things work for me. Okay. Um, yeah, I'll just leave it there for now. But those things work for me. Okay. That doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. It doesn't mean it'll help me, and it doesn't really get rid of anything. It just helps me manage through the day. Okay. But I'm not going to go tell people this is what they should be doing and they'll be okay because I understand everybody's different. And that's the whole one of the points I try to come across all the time. Everybody's different. Okay? The carnivore diet lady. Carnivore diet works for her with Meniere's. That's great. It doesn't mean it's going to work for me. It doesn't mean it's going to work for anybody else. Is it worth trying? Maybe. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Now, like I've said before, I do a little bit of the carnivore diet because I'm a diabetic. And it has helped me along with metformin and Trulicity, which hopefully get off metformin soon, with not Trulicity, Ozempic, has kept my blood sugar normal or below or low. So for me, it doesn't do anything for my Meniere's because if I don't take that other stuff, I feel off. But it doesn't do anything for my Meniere's, but it does help me with my blood sugar. Okay, so and again, I'm not telling anybody that it's a cure or that it's going to work for you. If you want to try the carnivore diet, be my guest. But that's the one thing we all got to remember is not everything works for everybody. And the other thing is there's no cure for Meniere's disease. I don't give a crap what somebody tells me. I want to see proof. Okay? And another thing too is that I know there's a lot of smart people out there. But if you're explaining something, do it in layman terms, meaning do it so everybody can understand. When you use these long medical terms and these long whatever, not everybody understands them. I don't understand them. Okay? I understand some. And that's because when I was a kid, I read the New England Journal a lot because my mother worked there in the mailroom and she would bring home a magazine once a month and her and I would read it. I think my brother would read it too. Um, I think my brother read it too. So I kind of get some of the medical terms. And if I really have a big problem with a medical term, I can call, well, my sister-in-law who's a nurse up in New Hampshire or my other sister-in-law who's a nurse practitioner, and they would be more than happy to explain things to me. But a lot of people don't have that luxury of having somebody to explain these long terms. Okay. I know one of my videos somebody posted, and it was just a bunch of words of long term, long term, long term, and it just long words. I didn't understand. I just was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. But as far as I know, there is no cure. There is no research out there saying that there is a cure. There are things that'll help you, but There's no cure. A labrynthectomy doesn't cure you of Meniere's disease. It stops the vertigo. Okay? Anaphylactic shunt surgery, and I point to this ear because that's the ear I'm hoping to get it on, helps with the reduction of fluid in the duct. Okay? It helps with vertigo. I can't get another labrynthectomy. I'd have no balance system. But that would help with the fluid buildup, which would help with the vertigo. It's not a cure. In the VNS surgery, we'll stop the vertigo because they cut the vestibular nerve. Doesn't do anything. It doesn't. It stops the vertigo, but you still have earfulness, tinnitus, hearing, hearing loss, all that stuff. Okay, and sometimes if the doctor isn't careful and they're doing that VNS surgery, they might nick the audio nerve and you could go deaf too. Okay, because it's one surgery you do go deaf, the labrynthectomy. I lost the hearing in this ear a long time ago. That's why I have a crossover. I have a cross hearing aid, Autocons, and it worked great. But I'm still hoping to get that cochlear implant done this year too. But to sum everything up, you have to remember everybody's different. What works for you isn't going to work for somebody else. And don't call people crazy because of what they do. Okay? Maybe it's a little crazy, but sometimes out of the box thinking does help somebody. Okay? And that's the way we have to look at it. Okay? And being insulting and all this other garbage, it ain't right. It's not right. And that was the reason why I'm going to say it again. I removed this person's video just because of people who have surgery must be crazy. Why not try this first? Because it's insulting. Insulted probably, and it was reported maybe about 10, 15 times. Okay? It was insulting to me. And I'm a moderator of the group. What does that tell you? Okay? I don't get insulted by a lot. That was insulting. So, learn to word your posts right. Learn to understand that there is no cure for Meniere's disease. There are things that will help you. Chiropractic may help some people. And like I said, I gave two examples, two people, Kelly and Gina, who it works great for them. And I know other people that it did nothing for them. And I know my mother-in-law knows two people who have now paralyzed from them. So there's a set of examples. All right, if you want to try chiropractic, I'm not going to tell you not to. Go ahead and do it. Okay, because it might work for you. In all honesty, I don't trust them. That's my opinion. That's my own personal feeling. That doesn't mean you should feel that way too. And on that note, have a great night. Happy Tuesday. And that's it. So hope you like the new setup for me doing videos. I think it's a little bit more easier seeing me in a comfortable position, seeing me in a decent area and not seeing all the shit on my wall. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.